Hey, good afternoon, y'all. This video is not about Heavy D. Got the Weekend Warrior kind of dressed up. We got a camping trip coming up. Got the pressure wash scrubbed, chrome wheels buffed, new tires after my blowout from my last trip. They have 0 miles on them. Anyhow, some of the news, and retired master mechanic, former California Enhanced Area Test and Repair Smog Check Technician. There's so much FUD on the emission front and what's going on at the EPA. You got to check out Freedom Works. He has probably the most comprehensive video on diesel emission deletes and what's going on. Now, the Clean Air Act is law. Like it, don't, it's the law. It was passed by Congress through the legislative process. It has teeth. Things the EPA have done do not fall under that. And they're repealing the greenhouse gas, aka CO2. Well, the precursor chemicals and particulate size, those are not going away. And I don't care what state you're in, flame me, comment, shoot it up, bro. You cannot remove emission controls from any vehicle in any state in the United States legally. You can't. Don't shoot the messenger. There are lots of places, especially, I got a Ram with a Cummins. I'm wildly aware of diesel emission systems and compliance and what they can do to the engine. I also have a son, and I have also grew up when there was leaded gas. Southern California had awful air, y'all. It was fucking horrible. There were days you couldn't see. There were days you couldn't breathe. And, you know, sorry, y'all. So, well, it's only one truck, bro. Like, fuck the man. Well, it's only one of millions, y'all. You got to see the aggregate. And, you know, from what I've seen, the Heavy D thing is, he's been kicking the can from what I've seen and what I've read, and I haven't dug into the court documents. I'm not getting paid to do that. Part of the legal strategy is trying to kick the can to see what some of these bills in Congress, and the Clean Air Act is not going away. Emission delete and or defeat of devices are illegal anywhere, y'all, anywhere. Again, this ain't a diss on Heavy D. He was a guy, he was getting popular, and this was back to 2016, and he had exhibited some frustration that Discovery Channel wasn't coming to help him. Well, that wasn't part of the contract. My shop was approached by the Discovery Channel, and my parents' bosses turned them down because there wasn't anything good enough. The juice wasn't worth the squeeze. So he had lamented that Discovery Channel wasn't coming to his defense, and the Discovery Channel, I don't have to guess their position. Their position was, bro, we've got a contract to film you. Whatever you did, Discovery Channel ain't bearing that burden. We're filming what you're doing. And this has been going on for 9+ years, and it sucks. Again, this is not a diss video on Heavy D. He's a guy who's been in the media, and I see all these other channels talking all this FUD out there, and it's just, y'all, do you think Congress is going to vote to repeal at whole the Clean Air Act? I don't think they should. I'm a car guy. I also want to pass down things to my son so he can have his kids and they can, you know, breathe air, because cars without emission controls, and I don't have access to a 5 gas and a dyno, but damn it, y'all, I can show you a cat deleted car is polluting incredibly for a minimal amount of performance increase. And what the auto manufacturers are doing, and again, shoot the messenger, don't shoot the messenger, but the engine performance we're getting on completely emission compliant vehicles is staggering. The nostalgia for the Copo cars back in the 60s, they were running 15-second quarters, y'all. They were slow as shit. Let's not go there. And they were polluting like crazy. So, this has been, I need to get this out. And again, I don't know Heavy D. I don't follow his channel, but he's a guy in the media recently related to this. And hopefully he gets it worked out, But the overarching content is the Clean Air Act. And if you're deleting trucks, and I'm not saying you should or you shouldn't, I don't necessarily care. And the places where you're doing it have per capita volume so low, they might not affect you. I'm in Southern California. California has 40 million. We have more people than Canada and Australia. And over half of those live within 150 miles of me. So we have a lot of cars. We drive a lot of miles. We have a lot of traffic. And there would be a lot of pollution. So I am not a big.gov guy at all. Trust me. But there are things that have been accomplished that work. And whether you like it, know it, or you need it. Just like clean water. Oh, we don't need these things. And then so that plant's starting to dump the chromium-laced shit from their machine shop, huh? How's that groundwater looking? There's plenty of places around the U.S. that are suffering horribly because some of these things are loose. And once the damage is done, your groundwater's ruined. Your well's poisoned. What does $1 million do? Thoughts for today, y'all. Trying to keep this short, and it just is what it is. And obviously we have a legal system. We do not have a justice system. I have worked adjacent law enforcement, and I have worked with and know prosecutors at the county and state and federal level. The shit, if you were to see, one of the biggest things when I was volunteering in law enforcement was, I got a ticket, fuck the man. And I was like, well, you were speeding in a school zone while kids were out. You're trying to sell me that going 48 and a 25 at an elementary school zone is, take your ticket, eat the thing, don't do it again. That's what those are for. They're reminders. One of the last times I did traffic school, and I have not had a citation or ticket in 21 years. And I drive. Well, I don't drive as many miles now as I did, but I do. And I've driven. Y'all. And one of my last traffic instructors was a active CHP officer doing stuff on the side. And he said, if you don't want a ticket, do this, this, and this. And I have. And I haven't. You think I haven't gone? California, our trailer speed limit is 55 miles an hour. My trailer tires are rated for 88. When I'm in Utah, I'm going 88. Which is, their speed limit's 85. The speedometer error variation percentage is within that. So, y'all, this emission thing, it's not going away. The FreedomWorks guy, he did a deal. There's an algorithm that the bill to repeal the EPA has a low single-digit chance. It is not happening. What is happening, I'm going to end it on this, is the EPA is going to change the derating of diesel emissions if you have low def, run out of def, have a def problem. Where currently my Ram is affected and afflicted by this is if I run low on def or have a exhaust emission problem, it gives you 150 miles, or if you turn the truck off, it's derated to 5 miles an hour. They are going to change that, and they're going to have a software, it's going to be a nationwide thing, where they're going to remove that derating to be like more of a check engine light, smog check thing. The derating, and that's where everyone, government and emergency. There are certain vehicles that do not have the exhaust controls And it's pretty limited, y'all. I mean, these things get blown way out of hand in proportion, and that change is coming. Doing deletes, going on a diet, that's not legally in the cards. And 99.999% of y'all who are doing it are never going to see any kind of problem. But if you do, that hammer of the law comes down hard, as you're seeing. And that's why I said this is not a heavy D video. But the law is the law. If you don't like it, change it. Contact your local, state, federal representatives. Or run for it yourself, y'all. That's the thing. Be the change you want to see. It's hard. It's a machine. It moves slow, and it moves even slower and grinds you up slower and truer than when you're trying to fight it. Been there, done that. So there it is, y'all. What do you think? Do you think deletes in these things are coming? And if you do, let me know why. So otherwise, Eric, our Functional Farmhouse. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.